to talk about this. Hi everyone, it is Sean, Yoshi Gaming here, and the Axalta GT3 Cup Series champion. Yes, I'm not wanting to rub it in or anything like that. I won the league, I won the championship somehow, I don't know why, but yeah. Anyways, this is just a general natter about what is going on with this channel, and you know, for those people that are thinking you haven't uploaded in a while, I'll tell you the reason why. The upload speeds are somewhat shit on YouTube now, except for when I'm broadcasting, because it comes up about half an hour or so. Sorry there, I've just had something to eat there and I'm trying to gulp it all down, you see. Basically, YouTube's having a bit of a problem with the upload speeds. Well, I have as well, and I think it's, quite a few people are too. I was trying to upload a Rocket League video, which was about 6 or 7 minutes long. Usually, it takes about, you know, between 8 to 12 minutes to upload it onto YouTube. This one, however, was taking about about 22 hours. It would go on the bit where it says upload and how many percent it was going to like 5, then 6%, 7%, then it was going back to 6%, and then it was going back to 5%. I was like, something's not, you know, something's not right here. So I thought, I'll wait for it to go on. Oh wow, we've already got one person commenting, one person watching this. Hello, that one person. How are you doing? I always do that whenever there's one person. But yeah, so I'm waiting for that to be fixed, which I don't know when it's going to happen. I actually asked Seth Cole because he uploaded an NR 2003 race, which was the 2-hour race, which I haven't watched, to be honest, but I will watch it. And I asked him how long did that take him to upload that race and onto YouTube, and he said 29 hours. And I was like, nah, that's, you know, it's still not fixed then. That's not fixed. It shouldn't take 29 hours to put that race up, even though it was a 2-hour race and I was supposed to commentate on it, but my mum had other ideas and wanted to go shopping instead, so I couldn't do it, because I was going to commentate on that race, but unfortunately I didn't. So yeah, so it seems to me YouTube has not fixed the uploading speed. I was just going to do a middle of a race actually. So yeah, that's one thing I wanted to talk about. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the Axalta Championship, and you know, it's legitimately, this was my first time in a league. I went in to do some AOR leagues with the the Radicals, and also some GT3 cars, but that was just too tough because they had all the assists off and I couldn't do it. So, but yeah, and the Radicals. But this was the proper first one, the Axalta GT3 series, which happened about what, 17 weeks ago? So you're talking about maybe February, March, where the first round came up. I can't, what's that car? No, I can't go that car. I can't go that car. I have to go for my favourite. Where is it? I need to find my car. My beauty, my number 6. Where are you? There you are. There's my car. There's my car. My beautiful little car. But yeah, there was sometimes that I loved it, there was sometimes I hated it, and there was sometimes I felt like I got robbed out of a win, like Spain, that Barcelona race a couple of rounds ago. You know, had an 8-second lead over my fellow championship threat, you could say, Mugen, until a caution came out, lost the win, got second place, and Mugen went on to win. Watkins Glen, the penultimate round of the championship, that was just incredible between Mugen and myself. If you have not watched that race, go check it out now. Watch it from lap 32 onwards, because it was such an amazing battle for the win between Mugen and myself. Broski was there too in the mix, but you know, he was a bit too far back between us. But that was an unbelievable encounter. But yeah, going back to the first round of the championship, I didn't know what to expect, because it was just a picking of the cars, and I chose this car because it just looks so smart. But then I noticed then when they were racing with McLarens, and then they thought, oh god, I can't even catch up with this McLaren in front of me. But yeah, talking about the races, I got punted off when qualified that high up by Mugen. I didn't know who Mugen was at the time, and a lot of people were kind of annoyed with Mugen about his driving in the first few races because he was a bit dirty, I must admit. He took me out at the S's, just like the same incident that happened to me in the AOR league in the Radicals, which got me blacklisted. Fantastic, even though it wasn't my fault. But you know, these things happen. Oh, have I picked that car? No, it's not picked me my car. Where was that? Yeah, so yeah, I took it out by Mugen. No surprise. Didn't know who he was. He didn't know who I was and all that. And yeah, stuff and shit and giggles. Let's just start the race because we're at Road America. This was the track that I won the championship last night. But yeah, I had some good fun racing in that. Obviously, the second race at Sonoma was a bit of a rage fest. I got my worst ever finish in that whole season, finishing 9th. But I was so angry that whole race. I just was, because I got taken out by Mugen in the first corner. And then that was it. It was just a case of trying to catch up, and I got so peed off with myself, made so many mistakes because it was in the night as well. I'm not good at racing at the night, and yeah, it just kind of peed me off so much. It was the same for Le Mans. Racing in the night just wasn't working. The first round of the championship was at the night, and I finished second. So I don't know. But yeah, enjoyed that championship thoroughly. And next season we are doing IndyCar, which is going to be incredibly favouriting towards the wheel users, because from my calculations, as we're about to go green, I got on the grass there, just about to go to the green flag. But yeah, next season we're going on to Indy cars, which is going to be a little bit bad for us pad users, because the steering wheel is heavily favoured towards the steering wheels, especially with the Indy cars, because on a Tuesdays I'm doing oh god, it's so happening up there. I'm doing an IndyCar race, which we did the first round of the championship at Watkins Glen. If you haven't watched that, I did broadcast it, so you can check it out for yourself. Oh, there's contact. There's a Cadillac just ahead. Oh, that's a nice looking blue. So yeah, getting back to the Axalta, I just wanted to thank everyone that was in that league for putting up with me. Oh god, just a little bit eager. Oh god, got hit. Yeah, I wanted to thank everyone for racing, putting up with me. I also wanted to thank Mugen for making that championship so incredibly close. I do want to talk about Mugen. I mean, to be honest, we did get off on the wrong foot in the opening few rounds of the championship, but then as the rounds got on and I was finishing like in second, like pretty much every race, battling with Mugen for the win, we seemed to gain a lot of respect for each other. Like, we had a lot of clean battles for the wins, battling for the win, and it was, you know, so much good. And oh, that Porsche's just nearly lost it. So yeah, thank you to Mugen for that. Just annoying how the McLarens won the majority of the races. I was just lucky that I won this last race here, which I thought it was going to be McLaren favoured, I must admit. So yeah, that's Axalta done. Next one I'm talking about is the CCS. Now, a lot of people a few people have been saying, when's the CCS up? I know George Rook said it to me on here, and I know a few people have left me a comment about when is the CCS back up and running on my Facebook page. It's not on hold, it's not taking a hiatus, it's not cancelled. It's just, I have done the round 10 race. I have, because round 10's at Talladega. Oh god, 2 people now watching. Oh, and there's a comment. I will look at that comment later. I promise I will. I'll actually look at it towards the end anyways. Where is he? There it is. Almost there. Chevy? Right, so what we're talking about? CCS again. Yes, CCS. It's not on hold. It was just there was a problem with my laptop. On the Friday a few weeks ago, I turned it off. I turned it off by the plug as well, and then I went to darts. When I came back from darts, I switched the laptop back on, going to do the qualifying, not the qualifying race, but the race itself, and then there was a problem with the laptop. It says Windows could not start properly, so it kept on telling us to scan stuff and scan and scan and scan. This was when I was on Windows 7, by the way. And we tried it again the next day. It wasn't working, so I decided to take it into like my nearest computer shop to try and fix it and explain what happened. I'll go for this gap here. Have we got him? No, we haven't got him. But I pushed him out right. No, I haven't. So he got it to fit. Hopefully he would have fixed it, which he did. Albeit Tuesday, I got it back. But there was some niggling moments where could it be the hard drive or could it just be the Windows thing? But the guy says it was a genuine Windows error. So I thought, yes, so I don't need to pay that much if it was a hard drive problem, because he said if it was a hard drive problem it was going to cost me 105 quid to fix it. Instead it cost me 40 quid to fix it, and he also kindly, oh there's contact, he also very kindly put Windows 10 on the laptop. The only problem was I had to re-download NR 2003 again, which I didn't do for the first week of that, because to be honest I was a bit too scared, because I didn't want to make any mistakes when downloading it, so I left it for like a week. And then I asked Eric Burton on Facebook what was the order to install NR 2003, and he told me, oh don't lose it Sean, see I didn't do this last night. Talking there just turned me off a bit there. My bad. Good job I was doing these wrecks today instead of last night. Yeah, and he told me it was the full game first, then the patch, and then the no CD. So eventually got that to work, and then I talked to Johnny Gardner because he's got NR 2003 on Windows 10. And he was just saying to me, are you just watching the races? And I said, yeah, this is why you should be fine then. So got all that, and then I got my friend Michael to actually help me put the patch on the game, like the no CD patch, and it's working. So I have done the round 10 race. I will be doing commentary in a few hours time, and then just need to edit it. I've got the positions all sorted, the starting grids all sorted, the results all sorted, and the points from the 10th round, that's all sorted. So all I just need to do now is do the commentary, do the editing on Sony Vegas, and then hopefully, if YouTube's not being a bastard, I could upload it hopefully within the next week. So the CCS should hopefully be back up and running. I'm also putting the championship to only 20 rounds, not 30. If anyone has been an avid fan of the CCS, or has been since its entirety, or throughout, well, its time, if you will, it has been 30 races, but I think for this one I'm only just going to put it as 20, because I have an idea of another NR 2003 series, another offline series, which Seth Cole has very kindly helped me to do these cars, requested some cars, which he has done. I'll put a link in the description, so I'm very thankful for him. So hopefully there will be a new NR 2003 series coming up very soon. Hopefully within, if I can get the CCS all sorted, then that new series should run up maybe next month or so. Yeah. Oh, I nearly lost it there. No, I didn't. Good. What else is there to talk about? I'm trying to think. Oh yes, I will be getting an Xbox One soon. And with the money that I'm going to be getting, it's kind of a personal thing, how much, what money I'm going to be getting. That's not really something I can talk about, but you know. But I will be getting an Elgato gaming card thing, capture card thingy. I'll put the lights on. Get out my way! Yeah, but I will be getting a capture card. I will be getting an Xbox One. I will be getting... Is it painful for me to say this, but I think I might have to get Forza. For anyone that knows me on Xbox 360, I've always said I've never been a fan of Forza. I've preferred the what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? Underrated. That's it. Underrated games like Grid. Grid is very underrated. The first Grid game was amazing. The second Grid game was shit. Autosport was an improvement from Grid 2, but it wasn't as good as the first one. But it looks like I will have to get Forza simply because the fact that it's got a NASCAR DLC and touring cars too. So I probably might have to get that, I suppose. The new F1 game that's coming out, which Matty G, TL McMurdoch and Arav and someone else, I can't mind, have all been doing it, so I will be getting that. Whether to get it on the PS4 or Xbox One, I don't know. There's also a new NASCAR game that's coming out on the PS4 and Xbox 360. I'm probably guessing 360 and Xbox One. I'm guessing only in America because I don't think they'll be releasing the NASCAR game here because, to my knowledge, I don't think Xbox One is a multi-regional console. I don't think it is. So yeah, the guys that will be racing in the Axalta League, we're going to be doing that NASCAR League. So you'll probably see Luke Man, NASCAR Man back racing because that's the only racing they're only good at racing on ovals. They're not good at road courses. That's why they didn't race, because they weren't as good as me. Uh-oh. Sorry, I had a bit of a snore for that. I wanted to spit out, but I couldn't. That's too disrespectful. Oh. So, what else is there to talk about? Yeah. I don't know. Oh, well, there you go, you see? There you go. Come on, smash me. Thank you. Bang! Yes, now we're talking. And you! Oh, I've got disqualified. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Right, just exit then, I suppose. Yeah. So, I think that's just pretty much it. Actually, I'll check the comment. Let's see what it was like. No, that's the wrong button. Sorry. Who commented? Oh, it's Falonzo. I know him. So, mate, how does it feel to be a champion? Well, I've already been a champion because, you know, I did do a Race Driver Grid League and I won the championship 9 times. So it felt good winning being a champion. But this was even sweeter last night because I honestly thought I had no chance of winning because it's Road America. I know how fast the McLarens are. I saw it at Brno. I basically saw it at every other track that the McLaren was so much faster than the BMW. And going into that round, I was so not confident. I was saying to the guys that was speaking in the race, I'm not going to win this. Mugen's going to win it because I just felt that it was because Road America is a fast track. It's got lots of straights. That's where the McLaren's good at. It's good at off the corners. And it just drives away compared to a BMW like what I've got. It just drives away. Even if you saw it in the practice, I was right behind Mizzou, and I was in the slipstream. Even he still pulled away from me, even I was in the slipstream. And I thought, this is going to be such a long day. This is going to be such a long race for me. But no, when I seen Mugen just struggled, and I mean, admittedly, he did struggle. Although he did get hit off a few times, and I did get taken out a couple of times. But everything just went to plan. It just all went according to plan, and it was just so weird because I was doing some practicing on this track throughout the whole week, but I kept on making mistakes, and it was annoying me. So I just stopped. I didn't test the track at all, and then when it just came to the race, it just all gelled out for me. And then there was also sometimes I was actually pulling away from Mugen when he was in third position. When I saw on the map, the white dot was there, and then a couple of laps later, Mugen's dot, when he was in third place, it wasn't there. So I was pulling away from him. But no, it was amazing. You know, it was 1 point between Mugen and myself in the championship, and then that just happened. It was amazing. Oh, just amazing. Although I did sounded a bit weird when I was like, oh, champion. I should have been more emotional. Although Humphrey was happy, weren't you, Humphrey? Yes, you were. But no, that was great. That was so much fun. I'm not looking forward to Indy cars though, because as far as I know, if you're using a wheel, you're at least 1.5 seconds quicker than a pad. So, you know, I've got to defend my title somehow. You know, I've got to defend it. I'm not going to be whinging like NASCAR and saying, oh, I'm not going to be racing because I can't. You know. But yeah. Oh, this could actually turn into a Q&A. Why not? Send your questions. If you've got any life problems or anything like that, send them to me. I'll try and help you out while I eat this pot noodle, because I'm absolutely hungry right now. My mouth is dry because of all this chatting I've done. It's a pot noodle. Chicken and mushroom flavour. The original. Always the best. My mate Bruce, when he comes into my house on Saturday, sometimes he'll have his own king size pot noodle because we buy it for him. The Bombay Bad Boy, and it stinks. I just don't like the smell of that at all. Right, another comment. We have another comment. Who's this from? Oh, 11 out of 10. Better British champion than Lewis Slamilton. Well, if you watched the Sonoma GP race, I was a bit whinging like Lewis Hamilton. But yeah, I would say I'm a better champion than Lewis Hamilton. I don't think I'm that big-headed. I don't have all the bling. Well, at least I'm not friends with Justin Bieber. Anyways, that's a flipping fact, because I wouldn't mind meeting Justin Bieber in person and just, you know, bringing out my massive BFG 9000 and shoot the crap out of him. But no, it was good. It was well good. Well enjoyed it. And even I got in the chats. Even in the chat, they were all saying, well done, myself, Lloyd. Well done, Sean. Well done, Sean. Mugen didn't even say congrats. I don't know if he was a sore loser or anything like that. And then I also noticed Stock Racing saying congrats to the cheater. And I'm like, what, you cheating? Why'd you say that? Are you just sore because you're just shit? You're not good as me? I bet he wasn't good. I mean, because he would struggle to get into a top 10, to be honest, Stock Racing. Sore loser, must admit. I keep pushing the wrong blooming button. Team Nico 2016. Yeah, but I think Nico's got into Hamilton's car now because Nico's not winning, and Hamilton has been winning, so I'm guessing they might have swapped cars. That's what I think, anyways. How can anyone be a fan of Lewis Hamilton? Oh, I can't stand him. If there's talks about Lewis Hamilton being in NASCAR, I hope someone bumps him and takes him out every race. Danica, I would actually become a fan of you if you would take out Lewis Hamilton. If he ever does a NASCAR race, I will become a fan of you, Danica. Right, let me go and eat again, because my mouth's dry again. I need a drink of juice. Where's my juice? Is it over there? Oh, I can't be bothered getting up. Humphrey, go and get it. Sorry, I'm still eating. Nearly finished it. Bear with me. Before I see the comment. Oh, I'm already done. I'm already done. I've not even watched a lot of Formula 1. Not even going to be bothering watching Formula 1 with these new halo designs. Stupid. Absolute stupid. Not even going to bother watching it. Do you know what reason that you need to see, Evan? British touring cars. That's the best. Because apparently it's been shown in America. So, watch it. You see, it's much more entertaining than Formula 1. They don't need DRS to overtake someone. They'll just literally hit you out the way. And they'll just go by. Well, neither can I. I can't stand them at all. I remember the first round of the championship. I did watch that one at Melbourne. And because Channel 4 is now showing coverage on Formula 1. And they did an interview on Lewis Hamilton. Apparently, in every hotel he stays in, he has to get a piano. Every hotel has to get a piano. I just wish I would actually drive that that machine that will carry a piano and just literally just drop it on his head. That'd be so amazing. Would I take full responsibility of it? Yeah. But how much of a big hero would I be doing that? Can't believe he's hanging about with Justin Bieber anyways. The way he was like, oh, well done, Lewis, man, huh? I would watch V8 Supercars if they bothered to broadcast it here. Well... See, I wouldn't mind watching it too if they had Splimming Motors TV on Freeview, which they pulled it off. Which I was so depressed about because I crawled up in my bed for at least 2 weeks, knowing that Motors TV wasn't on our screens no more. Flip it. I'd always watch the Bathurst 1000 race all night, about 8 PM to 8 AM. Would watch it on Motors TV. Can't now. But Evan, if you've got CBS, you can watch the British touring cars. If you have that channel, CBS, you can watch it. Not V8 Supercars, I mean British touring cars, I mean. Alright, back in a minute. I've got to put this in the bin. I mean the pot noodle. Right, I'm back. Right, I'm going to see. Has Evan left another comment? I'm presuming he has. At least IndyCar exists, since NASCAR is complete ass. No. Well, I mean, to be fair, I haven't watched a lot of NASCAR because I've not watched any. I'm too scared to watch it on a streaming thing before adblock pops up saying, "Oh, you can't watch this race because you've got adblock on." Yeah, but I don't want to see your stupid ads. I want to see the stupid race. But I heard all throughout the NASCAR season the racing has been quality, except for Kyle Busch winning. Hashtag still shouldn't have won the championship last year. Hashtag fixed. Hashtag sucking up Brian France's ass. But honestly, Evan, if you do have CBS, watch BTCC, whenever it's on, watch it, because you've got 32 cars going into one corner, all vying for that one bit of the track, and it's just carnage. It's just carnage. It's amazing. It's so much good. So much good. If only Evan could be on here, we could have a chat, because I haven't spoke to Evan on here since the PS3 days. And we've been trying to, but we just can't, you know, get that opportunity to speak to each other. But oh well. That was just pretty much it, really. That's all I just wanted to talk about, was just the Axalta series, the CCS, a possible brand new NR 2003 series. Using the Gen 6 cars, I didn't mention that as well. So be on the lookout for that. Right, I'm going to end the broadcast right here. Thank you for the 2 people that's watching, and thank you to Evan, since he left some comments in. And I will see you, I don't know, whenever.